pointless box score is actually hurting his team. Shocking, right? And I mean, like, hurting them a lot. To put his absolutely appalling minus 16 in perspective, we don't even have to look at Nikola Jokic's otherworldly plus 36. We don't even have to look at the
All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you all are having a good day so far. So let's check in with Scap Attack. This video is titled "The Lakers LeBron Problem." I think this is going to be in reaction to the OKC game the other day, which I watched with my brother. And yeah, he did the LeBron thing again, where the team was better without him. And it was fun to watch. I'm just gonna leave it at that. We'll let the video take care of all of that, and we'll talk as we go. But yeah, man, I've been saying it for what, 2 seasons now? The Lakers would be better off with LeBron. LeBron should leave, retire, or at least take a lot less money and come off the bench. But him on getting a pay raise in the offseason, so he's making max money, and he's still starting and consuming all those minutes, and he's still forcing himself to play point guard most of the time. Yeah, he's hurting the team. So I would want him to get paid half of that. So I would want him to be about $20 million a year, come off the bench, and be the sixth man, win sixth man of the year, and help that second unit. That's what I think his place would be the best. But if he's not willing to do that, he's just being a detriment to the team. That's my opinion. I've watched enough games over the last couple of years to be solid and confident in that opinion of him. I mean, come on. Wizards Jordan, while he was recovering off of leg surgery, knee surgery, he came off the bench for a while. Guess what? He didn't hurt the team by taking all their money. He was only taking $1 million a year at that point, so they can actually build a roster. And then he took that money and he freaking donated it to the 9/11 fund. So different legacies, man. Very different legacies. LeBron, he's maxing out, taking every penny he can. And he's not about the team. Anyways, Scap Attack. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'm shocked. The link is down below. So that's going to link you to this original video by Scap Attack. He's one of the first basketball YouTubers I've subscribed to, and I've never regretted it. So that link's down below. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Let's do it. Like the video before we get going, and let's do it.
Well, yes, the Lakers are 11-7 currently and sitting in the 5 spot out west, which actually is looking great for LA, as it would be the first time since when they won that sham exhibition tournament disguised as an NBA championship on the Disney campus that the Lakers didn't either miss the playoffs altogether or have to play their way in via the play-in tournament. LeBron and JJ could hold a confab in Jeannie's private office and slather honey all over each other in a little self-adulation session to celebrate not having to participate in that play-in.
Oh man, that reminds me of Dreamers Pro. Lather honey, slap honey on each other's backs and twerking all over the place.
Hell, maybe they can even spray champagne all over each other.
Yeah, they did
But not so fast, Lakerland, because as the countless horde of uneducated LeBron jock sniffers will fail to point out, LA has themselves a massive LeBron James problem. And oh sure, the numbers as always are looking pretty good even as he nears his 40th birthday.
Oh, it's empty stats. It's empty stats. I was kind of arguing with my brother on this one on Thanksgiving. Actually, it was a day after Thanksgiving. But yeah, I was kind of debating him on this because it's just like, yeah, you could read those stats, but like if you're watching, and we were watching him play live at that point, I'm just like, just watch him though. Like they're garbage numbers. They're not leading to anything positive. They're just, it's garbage. I have no other word to call it other than just garbage numbers. Empty.
LeBron is currently sitting at 23rd in scoring, 24th in rebounds, and 3rd in assists league-wide. He is also sitting currently at 26th in player efficiency rating, 16th in value over replacement,
Give me the
and
turnovers.
21st in box plus minus.
Give me the turnovers.
Again, all in all, a pretty incredible rate for a 40-year-old, but certainly a far cry from one of the best players in the NBA of today's day and age.
Oh, for sure.
But while the raw box score and certain
I think he's leading the league in turnovers this year. Every time I look, he's got at least 5 turnovers every game.
advanced metrics may point to the fact LeBron is still around a top 20 overall player, there is one metric where he isn't exactly excelling in this season, and it is perhaps the most important number of all, the most vital metric in determining overall value added to a team: his on-off numbers. And for those of you who do not know, on-off measures a team's performance per 100 possessions with a certain player on and off the court.
Yeah.
The single greatest on-off season this century, that is post 1999 to this current 2025 season, was Kobe Bryant in 2005-2006. In that season, Kobe registered a plus 19.2 points per 100 possessions.
Well, he started in 1999, so I'm assuming MJ. It was like MJ before that.
Meaning the Lakers scored 19 points per 100 less when Kobe wasn't on the floor.
For sure.
Their net offensive rating that season was the best in the league with Kobe on the court, and the Lakers' net O rating was worst league-wide that year with him off of it.
I'd be curious to see Steve Nash in like 2005, 2006. Once they got Dragic, things got a little better. He could actually sit down on the bench for a little while because Dragic could run the offense pretty well. But until they got Dragic, every time Steve Nash went on the bench, our 30-point lead would start dissipating, and he'd have to come back in. So I'd be really interested. And it's funny because it was the same time where Kobe was doing what he was doing out there in LA.
And to put that 19.2 number in context, LeBron's best season of his entire career was plus 15 in 2009-2010 when he did in fact win league MVP. Meanwhile, speaking of MVPs, the only ever unanimous one in NBA history, Steph Curry, during the Golden State Warriors' 73-9 run, was plus 14 during his 100 possessions per game. And the current golden standard for on-off dominance, Nikola Jokic, just last season in his third league MVP campaign added 18.9 points per 100 possessions, a number that substantially led all of the other top 10 MVP finishers, while this season, at nearly the quarter point now, Nikola Jokic is currently sitting...
I'm sorry. It's just funny. Look at him. First of all, that's funny. He's not a human, but look how just like nonchalant he is.
While
he's like, yep, I did it. I win. And then you compare that to last year. The 2023 Embiid crying his eyes out when he won MVP. So funny. Jokic is not there for accolades. He's not here for accolades. He wants to get paid. He wants to win. And then he wants to go home. He's the funniest basketball player He's so crazy, this guy.
This season, at nearly the quarter point now, Nikola Jokic is currently sitting at an absolutely mind-blowing plus 35.5, a number which would obviously shatter Kobe's plus 19.2 record mark from this century. But there is an equally unbelievable number being dropped by the alleged GOAT, LeBron James, this season out in...
turnovers. Do turnovers. Scap. Do turnovers.
Tinseltown, a guy who has mass media morons drooling all over him.
Make the right play every play. Always make the right play, even when I give the ball away.
Pitiful teenagers on social media pontificating on his behalf is actually producing an absolutely jaw-dropping number of his own,
but
5? Not in a way those who worship at the altar of the fraud king would have you think.
I'm guessing 5.
James is currently sitting at a minus 15.9 on-off.
I didn't think he was going there. Oh, my God. Oh my God. I've been saying it. The last 2 seasons. Look, negative. He's hurting the team. Come off the bench, buddy. Come off the bench. Or just retire.
Meaning the Lakers are losing nearly 16 points per every 100 possessions King LeBron is on the court. And I know this is shocking. It will be hard for many to believe that a stat-padding scrub who loafs his ass off all game on defense while chucking up bricks at a prolific rate outside of 5 feet from the basket.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to look it up. He is averaging 4 turnovers per game right now. Awesome. Okay, so I was off by 1. I thought it was 5. 4 turnovers per game. Moving on.
All to store up enough energy to puff up that meaningless box score is actually hurting his team. Shocking, right? And I mean, like, hurting.
Wait, I'm sorry, you guys. Did he flop and then flex?
5 feet from the basket, all to store up enough energy to puff up that.
He's flexing instead of getting up. Is this cool? He's 39 years old. I'm barely older than him. So we grew up around the same time, me and him. You get your ass beat for doing shit like this back in the day.
Meaningless box score is actually hurting his team. Shocking, right? And I mean, like, hurting them a lot. To put his absolutely appalling minus 16 in perspective, we don't even have to look at Nikola Jokic's otherworldly plus 36. We don't even have to look at the exceptional plus 15.2 that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is adding, nor even the plus 2.1 that Anthony Davis is adding, which you know is hard damn work for him since he's on the court for many of his minutes alongside LeBron.
I know.
I mean, don't.
I have to say, if LeBron wasn't on the Lakers, for AD, the sky would be the limit. It would be the limit if he actually had, if just let the point guards play point guard, take LeBron out, stick a new small forward in there. AD's really good, man, when he's healthy. But he plays better when LeBron's not in.
Don't look to those players. After all, they are in their primes and are the top of the top in terms of MVP candidacy this season. And well, we all know very well LeBron ain't that anymore. Nope, instead, look to Kobe Bryant during his final NBA season in 2015-2016. A totally broken down and washed Kobe, physically depreciated from a career spent actually playing hard on both sides of the floor for the entirety of it, while playing through a myriad of injuries season after season. Yes, in that year, Kobe dragged both of his legs around the court while the Lakers lost 0.8 of a point while he was on the floor per 100 possessions.
Oh, wow.
So while many LeBron standboys will be quick to point out LeBron's stats this year versus Kobe's that year, again, they are missing the point.
Yep.
Kobe was just around -1 that year, and it came with a roster whose second leading scorer was Jordan Clarkson at 15 points per game, while LeBron is losing 16 points per 100 possessions with a team that has Anthony Davis averaging 30 and 12 currently.
It just shows because his style of play is so selfish. He just absorbs the stats, you know? And we've seen clips where there's 4 guys getting ready for the rebound, but they see LeBron there and they just walk away and just give it to him. It's like it's being said in the locker room. Just give the old man his damn stats. That's all he wants. You know, he's not here to win anymore. He just wants instead of chasing MJ now, he's going after Wilt, I guess, to try and be like the guy when it comes to just stat accumulation. And I guess good luck to him, but it's not helping the team, it's hurting the team. And that's why I don't respect those numbers. You know, Jokic, respect the hell out of those numbers. And I'll always make a case for Steve Nash, 2005 MVP, is well deserved because his stats are actually lower than his impact. His stats were nice, but the impact he had on the team, the winning, the success, the camaraderie, everything Steve Nash was integral to that. So I'd rather have less stats but a higher positive impact than more stats and you're actually hurting the team. It's a no-brainer for me.
Now, what is that issue with the Lakers, and in particular, LeBron's wine-sipping podcast co-host, head coach,
JJ's starting to lose his temper too. He's starting to blow up. The mask is coming off, and it's been pretty funny to see him. Let's be real. JJ is a smart basketball mind, but he's an asshole. He's always been a dick. So, yeah, a hot temper coach in a stressful situation like coaching the Lakers for the first time. This is a recipe for fun.
JJ Redick is how can you justify phasing him out? I mean, seriously, how can you if you're Redick, who only has the job because LeBron gave it to you?
Yeah.
It is quite the pickle indeed. So no matter how good the Lakers may look for stretches of this regular season and how good those standard box stats might look, make no mistake, people, the Lakers undeniably have a LeBron problem.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have for a long time, though. Probably, 3 years now? They've had a serious LeBron problem. And they've got such a great roster right now that I believe without LeBron, you free up that money and you get yourself a couple of role players. You could still be under the cap and be a much better team. But, yeah, they threw him that bag and he's actually hurting the team. Imagine, your highest paid player or your highest paid worker in a job is actually detrimental to the team, to the company's success. You're causing the company to lose money, even though in this case they're still making money. But you know what I mean. The goal is to win championships. So, yeah, but that's your highest paid player. This old dude who's just pissing everybody off and causing y'all to lose. It's crazy to me. But because of his age, I see, just regular basketball fans just excuse it. Yeah, but he's old. Yeah, well, then retire. Yeah, but he's old. Well, take a pay cut then. Yeah, but he's old. Well, why don't you just come off the bench then? And they have nothing to say. Like they have no rebuttal. Like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And I'm just like, okay. It's not a real, it's so dismissive when it comes to this stuff. But if I mention that he leads the league or he's the all-time leader in turnovers, they get really defensive. Or if I mention he's, I like that one because if I bring up all-time missed shots, then they're like, yeah, he took that from Kobe, but he's also had the most points. And I'm like, fair, but he's got the most turnovers in history, and he's not anywhere near the most assists in history. Not even close. And they're like, yeah. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to head out. Scap Attack, shout out. If you guys want to check out Scap's channel, if you enjoyed this one and you haven't subscribed to Scap yet for some reason, go for it. Link is down below in the description. Love his channel. You guys are awesome. Please leave the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. And yeah, I will see you all in the comments. All right. Let me know what you thought down below. All right. Peace out.